Good morning, guys. Welcome back to my channel. This week's video is going to be me reading horror for the entire week. If you're new here, hi, I'm Heather. I don't normally read horror. Paul Sheldon used to write for a living. Now he's writing to stay alive. I'm feeling it like in my lungs. No, I'm scared.
I need God.
Shh, darling. Trust me.
I don't think I can listen to this. What is the definition of horror? 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 Horror. I am a romance reader through and through, but I've been in a little bit of a romance rut recently, so I'm trying to switch it up a little bit with the genres that I'm reading. So for the next week, I'm going to be only reading horror books. If you watched my last video, my TBR for the month of May, then you know what books are on my radar and what book I'm even starting this video with. Starting the video out with Motherthing, which is considered horror, and it was in the horror section at Barnes & Noble, but it's apparently very mild when it comes to horror, which is exactly what I need to start this video off because I have never done well with horror. I can't even watch horror movies, so I don't know how this video is actually gonna go. I'm already scared. Some of the other books that I mentioned on my May TBR were, I think it's called Misery by Stephen King, and then Something About Vampires by Grady Hendrix. The library opened 15 minutes ago, so I'm gonna go ahead and head to the library this morning and see if they have these books because I don't own them, just so I can have them on standby, so when I finish this, if I want to pick up one of these, I have it ready to go. Let's go to the library. They had so many copies last time. Perfect. I'm actually so shocked they didn't have Misery in there. Last time I was here and I was going through the Stephen King section, as if I would read a Stephen King book. I don't know. His books are just like always taking up so much space, so sometimes it's fun to just look at them. There were so many copies of Misery last time. There literally wasn't one. I don't know what happened to them. So I went and looked on Libby and I placed it on hold, but it's a 6-week wait, so I don't think I'm gonna get it. I found the Southern's Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires. This is such a long title name. I found this one in there, but I wanted to read the Stephen King one after Motherthing, so I think I'm gonna head to Barnes & Noble real quick and get it. While I really would love to get to this one in this video, I really want to read this one after Motherthing. So I guess let's go to Barnes & Noble now. About to get started on Motherthing. This is the one where the mother herself, and then she starts haunting her son and her daughter-in-law, and her daughter-in-law never really liked her to begin with. There's a lot of beef there. Ralph is haunted in the way that he's like super fucking depressed, and Abby is like terrorized. This is quirky, unexpected, and apparently a masterly crafted horror novel. Motherthing is already mentioned. I love when the title of the book is actually mentioned in a sentence in the book. I'm gonna read what it's about, but this might make absolutely no sense, so just bear with me. When a lab monkey doesn't have a mother, a cigarette-smoking man in a white coat and horn-rimmed glasses will give the monkey a rolled-up pair of socks, and the socks become their mother. Or more accurately, the monkey needs a mother so badly that it can project enough mother things onto the socks that they do the trick, becoming a mother thing. They can hug it and stroke it and put their cheek against it, and it calms them down. It really calms them down, the way a mother would. A real remarkable effect. The baby monkey's heart rate decreases, blood pressure lowers, all the magic medicine a mother is. Does that make sense what a mother thing is? That's kind of cool. Before we get further into the vlog, I do want to thank the sponsor of today's video, which is GlassesUSA.com. I love you guys. Thank you so much for sponsoring today's video. If you didn't already know, GlassesUSA.com is one of the biggest eyewear retailers in the United States. They offer brands like Ray-Ban, Gucci, Prada, so many more, and they also offer contacts. What's best about GlassesUSA.com is their glasses start at just $39, which is up to 70% off retail prices. They also offer a collection of blue light blocking lenses. Using the blue light glasses during screen time can really help reduce reduce eye strain, reduce headaches, and it can improve your sleep. I always get the blue light put in my prescription glasses, and it really makes me feel better about looking at a screen all day. You guys always see me wearing this black pair of glasses. They're my favorite. They're my go-to. I do have others, and one of my other favorites that I wear on occasion is these clear glasses when I'm wanting to switch it up a little bit. Okay, I can't see you right now because I don't have my prescription put in these sunglasses, but I did get these Prada sunglasses from glassesusa.com, and if you're wanting more of a designer pair of glasses or sunglasses, they also have plenty of those options to choose from. If you're someone who tends to get overwhelmed when shopping for glasses online and you don't know if the glasses are going to look good on you or not, they do have a virtual try-on presentation. I always use the try-on presentation when I'm shopping for new glasses just to see if the glasses fit my face shape, go with my hair color, and just look good on me. glassesusa.com is offering a crazy exclusive discount just for you guys that is only available for the next 24 hours. Just click on the links in the top of my description down below to get all of the details and get you some new glasses. Once again, thank you glassesusa.com for sponsoring today's video, and let's get back to reading horror.
What is the definition of horror? 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 Horror.
Horror.
Horror. Oh. Okay. This is not spooky ooky. Oh, that makes sense. An intense feeling of fear, shock, or disgust. Okay, this is not giving fear or shock. I think to some people this book will give shock, but I read like 170 pages yesterday and I have about 50 pages of it left. And this entire chunk is basically just weird girl shit, which could be very shocking and like horror-esque to some people, but to me it's just kind of meh. The book's not meh. The horror is meh. I'm not scared. I want to be scared. That's what I meant. And that's what I wanted. Abby is a freaky girl. Not freaky in that way. Damn it. I can't speak properly. She's just wacky as hell.
Oh my god, bro.
What the fuck?
Hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass on, boy.
Done. I feel the same way about this as I do A Certain Hunger in Tender as the Flesh. It's just weird girl shit, and I don't think it's gonna be everybody's cup of tea. I don't know what else to say other than it was just wacky and weird. The main character, Abby, is so strange in so many different ways. What was that word that horror used in the definition? Fear, shock, and disgust. Her actions were a little disgusting. They were a lot of disgusting. I was like, what the hell is going on? Also, she kept talking to the child in her womb that was not in there. She wasn't pregnant, but she kept speaking as if she was. And she had a name for it and everything. So sometimes that got a little weird with the intensity that she spoke about it. But just her actions in general, weird. That's the only way I know how to describe this. I don't think this is going to be everybody's cup of tea. And I also don't know how to rate it. I kind of want to give it 3.5 stars. I think that's what I'm going to do. Now we're going to start Misery. I'm not really doing anything today, so I'm going to go ahead and start this. This is also on the shorter end. I think that one was 280 pages, and this one is 300 and around 350 pages long. I talked about this in my TBR video, and I like read a little bit about it, but if you didn't watch that, I'm gonna go ahead and like retell you what this is about. Best-selling novelist Paul Sheldon has finally met his biggest fan. Her name is Annie Wilkes, and she is dismayed to discover Paul's plans to kill off Misery Chastain, the heroine of his beloved series. Annie is more than a rabid reader. She is Paul's nurse, tending his shattered body after an automobile accident. She is his captor, imprisoning him in her isolated house where no one knows where he is. Annie wants Paul to write his greatest work just for her. Basically, this girl is just keeping her favorite author captive because she wants him to finish out the story the way she wants it and write the story just for her. That's crazy. If this woman says cock-a-doodie one more time, I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose my mind. She calls people cock-a-doodies. What? You cock-a-doodie? What? But they were nothing but cock-a-doodie drunken bums. She's crazy. This lady is crazy. I don't have hope for this man. I really don't. It was like pretty chill for a while there. I'm 222 pages in. It was pretty chill for a while there, but I'm losing hope again. He's gotta die. Is there happy endings at the end of horror films? At the end of horror books? Is that a thing? Everybody has been telling me that if I read this book, I need to watch the movie as well. Stephen King Misery movie. What is it on, though? Oh, it's on Prime. It was in 1990. Oh. That's what it looks like. Paul Sheldon used to write for a living. Now he's writing to stay alive. Dun dun dun. Damn. She's creepy as hell. That one's creepy. Like, I want to know what's wrong with her, though. Like, what's going on in that head of yours? I cannot believe I just spilled my kombucha all over this book. Forgot the can was in my arm. And I, like, bent over to wipe something off. And I spilled my kombucha all over this book. I can't believe I just did that. This is not an enemies to lovers situation. Not him writing an entire novel when he's held captive at this lady's house, publishing that novel, and then people are aware of what he was going through while he was writing this novel. Like, it's the way I would sprint to the store and buy every single copy. No, please, I really thought this wasn't gonna happen. I really thought this wasn't gonna happen. Use that money you made from publishing the book and hire a fucking security team. Full time. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. And my second horror book is done. This was good. A little bit repetitive. And it was missing something for me, but I do think it was really well written. Like, Stephen King just knows how to, like, write a story. It lacked something, and I can't put my finger on it. So I'm gonna give it 3.5 stars. I also am gonna watch the movie. I'm gonna watch it tonight, though, because I apparently want to see myself suffer. It was made in 1990, so it can't be that bad. I should be fine watching it at night. No!
And for God.
Trust me.
I don't think I can listen to this. I literally have to turn the volume off. Oh, there I am. Hey! This is alright. It's okay. Oh, God. So fucking creepy. Oh, he's still... Oh, God.
You've been out of your room.
There's a bop in the background. This is what I listen to. Can you hear it? Whatever this song is they're playing in the background, that's what I listen to. It's on my Dark Academia playlist. That's what I listen to when I'm reading Dark Academia.
I don't mean to bother you, but are you Paul Sheldon?
Yes.
I just want to tell you I'm your #1 fan.
Read the room! Time to start the last book for this vlog, which is The Southern's Book Club. What? Hold on. The Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires. Time to go sit on the same spot on my couch and read this. I did get it on Kindle. It was available on Libby. I was like, I might as well check through the Libby app and see if my library also has it on there. I have it on there, so I'm actually gonna read it on my Kindle. Here's the thing about having kids, and a fear I have about having children one day, is if the child ever goes, there's something in the backyard, or there's a man in my closet, or Mommy, what's that? And there's nothing there? And then you sit there and you're like, oh, shit, I'm the adult here. I've got to do something about this. But I'm about to shit myself because I'm so scared. Not this kid going, there's a man. Okay, I'm about to tell you guys a story. For some reason, this is reminding me of this time I was a horrific babysitter when I was a kid. 16 years old and I was babysitting this little boy.
and had this upstairs, and we hadn't gone upstairs all night, and he had gone to bed, and it was like 10:30, and the parents were going to be home at 12, and something started making a noise upstairs, and I was like, I'm gonna die. There is literally someone up there. There is literally someone up there. Turns out it was this like toy horse that was dying. So instead of saying like, merry-go-round, merry-go-round, like at a normal pace, it was dying. And I don't know what activated it to go off, but it was going, merry-go-round, merry-go-round. It was doing that like over and over again, but it was like so faint. So I woke the kid up to go look for me. I was so scared. This is literally like the way I felt that's what I'm feeling right now reading what is happening at night at Patricia's house. I obviously wouldn't do that nowadays if I ever watched someone's child. But I was 16 and scared, and it was a really big house, and turns out it was nothing because I woke the little boy up and we went and checked together. I wasn't about to go alone. That's horrible of me. No, these people are always stupid. Don't leave the house. You're gonna die. I heard this was gory. I don't do well with gore. So I'm a little worried because it hasn't been gory yet and I'm 25% in. But I have a feeling it's gonna get gory here in a second. I told you guys what this was about in my last video, right? The Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires by Grady Hendrix. Fried green tomatoes and steel magnolias meet Dracula in this southern flavored supernatural thriller set in the 90s about a woman's book club that must protect its suburban community from a mysterious and handsome stranger who turns out to be a blood-sucking fiend. This is getting way too heated. Oh my god, oh my god. Oh! No! No! No, like how the fuck did he know? But I'm going to find you! Ah! Deep breaths, deep breaths. You know the book is getting intense when you have to like sit forward. I'm feeling it like in my lungs. No, I'm scared. Not the roach. Here's what's sending me. Here's what's sending me right now. The roaches. The roaches. It's not the fact that like she should be scared of this man that's a vampire or probably a vampire. It's the fact that there's a roach. I don't do well with roaches. There's literally a dead roach because my house has been sprayed so many times like a bug comes in, it like dies within the day. There's a dead roach in the corner of my bedroom. And I have yet to pick it up. This may make me sound like a really gross person. It's been there for 2 days. It's just laying there dead. I won't touch it because I have the biggest fear of roaches. I can't do them. And you're like, Heather, have someone pick it up. Okay, listen, my best friend's coming into town tonight. She's going to pick it up for me. She's going to pick it up for me. If she wouldn't have been coming in town tonight, I would have called somebody to come pick it up, okay? Or I would have swept it up with a dust broom. But I have a fear of roaches. They make me... I actually don't even want to think about this anymore. Oh, not the next sentence I read. Ugh, the roach crawled down the side of her face. Over the ear. That's what is making me have to take a moment. She felt the antenna waving. And then the roach forced its way deeper into her ear. I genuinely, I feel like I'm gonna throw up. Last book of this week's vlog is done. I think something I'm gonna try and do in my reading vlogs from here on out is tell you the book out of all of the ones that I read that I most recommend. So for this video, this is the book that I most recommend. The Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires. Such a long title. It's very slow, but it's so good. The way it portrays women is a little scary and did make me want to chunk my Kindle across the room at certain points, but that's just how it is. It was based in the 1980s, so it was very much the Southern housewife, and that's how all of the women were portrayed, as very much Southern housewives. And Southern housewives had really no say, opinion, and were only seen as their husband's wives. I just loved all the women in this book. They were pretty iconic. Again, out of every single book that I read in this video, this is the one that I most recommend. I think I'm gonna give it 3.754 stars. That's where we're sitting at. And that's it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching me read horror for the week. I had a lot of fun reading this. And I think I'll definitely be picking up more horror books from here on out, because they were just fun and a good change of pace. Once again, thank you glassesusa.com for sponsoring today's video. Don't forget to click the links in the description bar down below to check out the offer that they have for you guys that's only available for 24 hours. And I will see y'all next week. Love ya. Bye.